no Wi-Fi.
If everyone's in your hot tub time machine, I don't
depends.
think you really need computers anymore. You can just use actual boards and books.
You can just use magic.
Yep.
Yeah, but the 3 people that actually have all these books, hard copy, don't
But
have enough
seriously?
to share.
I have one. I have the whole set, but that's only one set.
I have one as well. I have the whole set.
That'd be so.
I also have most of the set.
I don't have anything.
Well, aren't you special?
Yeah. But seriously, who erased my out?
I didn't even know you had enough drawn up.
That was me.
I did. I did.
The only other person that can control whatever you draw on this board.
And the wall's looking really puny now. I think you could use a spoon and break through that.
Well,
That's what psychs everyone out. They're like, oh no, it's not gonna, we're not gonna be able to get through.
Oh, there it is.
we go first. Oh, it's thicker now. Thanks.
Okay.
We're very mature adults.
Speak for yourself. I'm a man-child.
I'm still a kid, so.
God damn it, Wilmer!
I'm not really filling the glasses and the hat anymore.
Oh,
Yeah,
your
I know. I'm
head is missing.
I'm gonna drop out of the hat gang.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
Okay, I'm back in.
Yep, and someone deleted my hat and Byron's hat for some reason.
What the fuck is going on here?
Hold the game. We gotta figure this mystery out.
Stop what you're doing.
Someone deleted Byron's amazing hat and piercings.
Those piercings, that's what was killing it.
It costs a lot to get those in, and now I just
Yeah.
have hope now. With nothing.
That'll over eventually.
I like
I believe in this party for now.
Huh.
Oh, there we go. That's better.
Someone has to draw me a new hat.
Wilmer
It
is.
shall be done, milady.
Wilmer is.
Yes.
Wilmer is having some connection issues.
Who?
Uh-oh.
Zarbot.
Ah.
What if he's just like, fuck this party? I can't. The stupid hat thing.
Like I can't do it, man.
Wait, Byron, did you draw that Davor?
yes. Well, the reason that's there is a placeholder for now until I get a better one up.
Are you working on one currently?
Yes. I don't know whether or not I'm just gonna like do another headshot or I'm doing like armor and all. I haven't figured that. Like I'm doing armor and all, but I don't know what I'm gonna set the picture as.
All right, so it is Rise of the Drow time, and you guys.
Drow sucks, except for that one guy. He's cool.
And do you remember what you last did?
Two amazing hats.
We named ourselves Obsidian.
Yes.
Because
Something about signing up for the mercenary band and being
And we're going up to Orange.
Yep, because you became mercenaries for the Drow city of Haventhorn.
All according to plan.
Phase 1 complete.
Yep.
Hey, does anyone know if butane's kind of got like this orangish tint now, if it's no longer usable?
Huh?
Does anyone know anything about butane? Yeah.
I don't know much about butane.
I guess then I'll just put it in my lighter and I'll just hope for the best. That it doesn't explode.
Don't!
Yeah.
It's a trap! No.
No, yeah, it still smells like butane. Still cold as shit like butane. Hopefully my Zippo doesn't explode on me right now. if my mic goes dead, you know what it is.
It's like we just hear a
Oh, there it is.
and that's when Zarvok turns around and puts on the sunglasses and then he's like,
Right.
well, I guess you could say he really was hot. Yeah.
And that's
So,
the,
you guys became mercenaries for Haventhorn, and you agreed to help escort the caravan up to the city of Oren due to a lot of recent orc and hobgoblin attacks, and kobolds, of course. Because if they can get some trade up established in Oren, then Haventhorn will prosper a little bit more. And you guys will be up on the pay scale.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is
And you're
there-
welcome for getting us the best deal. The good deal.
So you guys all...
And we were also, if I remember, let me look for my papers here. We were looking for a Ms.
Daria.
Oh, okay, I didn't have. Oh, yeah. Adaria. That was our main goal, right?
Yeah, your main goal was looking for her, but you guys have figured you'd establish a little bit of a reputation first and get some money, and then you could just, start looking for her a little bit better. But however, you were told that was the last place she was seen in, was the town of Oren.
Right.
That's why you guys agreed to escort the caravan to Oren and say not, North Bear or some other city.
Now, I don't remember, did the guard captain or whatever give us like a spot in Haventhorn to meet up with the caravan, or?
Yes. Basically, that you meet at the northern guard tower, and they'll kind of escort you about maybe a mile outside the city, and then then you're on your own.
Okay. Does anyone have anything else they need to do in town? I know that I got my weapon.
I think at the end of the game we kind of did all of our shopping stuff.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
I'm
did.
saving, I'm saving all my stuff.
All right, so you guys head out, and you go to the North Guard Tower, and the caravan's actually rather well escorted. About a good 4 Drow paladins of the Spider Queen and a few archers escort you about 1 mile outside the city of Haventhorn, and then leave you be. The caravan looks to be a standard good caravan. There's a guy named
There we go.
there's a guy named Horace who's running it, and he's kind of, as you guys get out miles out, he kind of looks at you guys and he says, "Well, I appreciate you guys helping me out on my caravan. I'm just a simple businessman trying to make it up here, But we need trade in the north, man."
It's our job.
Well, like I said, really appreciate it. The road's pretty decent up here. It's going to get pretty cold, though. It's going to get a little bit more foresty and mountainy, and there's going to be a little bit less, kind of marshy valley area. And
Is there gonna be snow?
yes, there will be probably snow, especially once we get to the town of Oren.
But how's the wildlife out here?
Wildlife's not too bad, at least this time of season. Sometimes in the summer there can be some things that come out.
Things.
I would like to roll a history check.
Okay. You may.
Alright, I'll roll a history check. Because these are just things. That's not a... I just
Wouldn't that be more wild? Wouldn't that be more nature?
It could be a history. It could be a history to maybe determine some rumors that have been heard on this road, or nature to determine what he, is kind of.
Alright, well, I'm gonna do nature then, because that's what I have more of.
Huh?
Wait, so what's happening if I'm gonna skip to work?
Pretty much, we met the caravan, and now we're kind of leaving the town to head up back to Oren.
You can determine that. Looking at the environment, it would definitely be something, that you'd encounter more up north, because out here it wouldn't seem to be much of a problem. But you're thinking, well, it's north, and you know that there are trolls and giants that really love the north, the cold. But, You also know a few other creatures that it could be, but you're kind of, you don't know which one it could be. But you do know that there are some pretty nasty creatures that like the cold. So you can imagine you might run into them if you get up north.
I am going to make a history check to see if I remember any rumors or stories about
Okay.
up north. Oh, I remember nothing.
You remember there was once a time, there was one ring to rule them all. No.
Yeah.
So you guys set out. You're still kind of, in the kind of the valley grass, slightly forested area, but the trail's pretty clear. There's hardly any trees that are that really close to the road. It's kind of a nice open plain right now, and you continue on for about a good day or so, and then you have first watch, and it kind of starts to get you get dark. You find a nice area to camp. You're still kind of in the valley area, although you can see the mountains in view, and they are a rather impressive sight. I mean, if you look along the north part of the map here, they span a pretty good distance of the continent, so...
With my nature, as far as wildlife is concerned, what would it be? Is there anything that be a night predator?
There are a few things you can think of. In the valley here, you can only think of about 2 that might run into you. There might be some giant hawks. Or the only other thing you could really think of, since this is the plains, would maybe be some wolves. But you probably this far from the forest, you're taking a guess on that one.
Right.
So first, second.
Worried about the flying hawk.
So first, second, and third watch. Anybody?
I'll take first watch. Shadowland will take first watch.
I will not take a watch because I have 2 perception, and I need my booty sleep.
First of all, here's a good question. Who doesn't need to sleep much? Rates-wise.
I don't need
Shard mind.
Shard mind. Yeah, shard mind.
Shard mine.
What's your perception?
Well,
I don't know. I'm like opening up right now. I forgot to get out.
what I want to know is how long does he need to sleep at all? If
He doesn't need to.
Oh, okay.
Shard minds do not need to sleep.
Oh,
My perception is 3.
3, so
What?
passive 13.
I got a pass of 15.
They're yeah, insight and perception is both 3. So.
Well, yeah, actually, that's how we did. This is how it should go. Who doesn't need to sleep and who has the highest perception?
Shadowland does need to sleep, but he does have a passive perception of 15.
Yeah, if that's only a 2+, then screw it. Just let Alec be designated watch.
Yeah.
And I'd recommend at
How
least...
hard could it be to see a giant hawk anyways?
Yeah, well, I'd recommend, at least one other person cycling out, just in case,
I have
I'll
0 perception.
I'll cycle out.
I'll take first, and then I can just go to sleep, and then she can pick up the last 2. Or he can pick up the last 2.
Alright. So you guys cycle through, and let me see.
I just trumped text.
Nothing fucks with us tonight. We're badasses, right? Yep, I was
Sari
Next
gets...
day.
Sari gets some kind of bad dreams. Anyone who's up observing notice she's kind of tossing and turning. But other than that, the night passes uneventfully. And you guys continue onward. And the mountains are coming into a rather nice view. And Orin is about, it's at the base of one of the mountains. And you guys get closer, and you can definitely tell it's getting a lot colder. And you guys can start to see snow on the ground as you guys are continuing down the trail. It's actually making it somewhat slower because every now and then you'll run into like a decent-sized drift, but it's still the road is still clear enough to where your horse kind of Horace kind of looks down. He's like, well, mostly right now for Orin due to the orc attacks, weapons, food supplies, and clothing.
Okay. May I look at your weapons that you're transporting?
Are you asking him to look at the weapons?
Yes, I'm asking to look at the weapons to see if there's anything I like.
They're all basic drow weapons. I mean, they're the classic, master-crafted adamantine, but they're the ones where, they're crafted in shadow, so if they get exposed to light for a certain amount of time, they're useless. But they are all drow master-crafted weapons. Master-crafted spears, scimitars, a few bows. Actually,
Okay.
bows probably make up the majority of the weapons.
I'm going to ask if I can buy one of. Is there a short sword? No, actually a rapier among those items.
There is no rapier among the items.
How about a pick?
There is no pick.
How about a short sword?
There's a few short swords, but he's not really willing to part with them. He's kind of says, no, I can't get rid of even one because I need to get the exact shipment to Orin. They really need him up there.
Okay. Well.
Out of character, if I told you the price, you wouldn't be able to afford it.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, mastercraft weapons, especially when they're drow made, are fairly expensive.
Well, that doesn't
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to get some
adamantine on its own.
cheap ones.
Stupid expensive.
Yeah.
Top it off, they're drow magic weapons, and they give a +1, so yeah, they're expensive as hell.
Yeah, I was just trying to get some cheaper ones from the middleman.
Yep, they all look very well done, though, so. And after a while, it's getting very, very snowy, and you can actually see snow falling from the ground.
Yes!
It's not in like a really, heavy kind of, shh, but it's definitely picking up.
Just to let you know, Alex would probably be like making a snowman if it ever gets heavy.
Very snow
To
heavy.
be honest, I build a
snowman.
No.
Well, can I ask the merchant how much further does he think we have to go?
Oh, about a day and a half more of travel.
Oh,
Any follow up on that, or just that?
Say again?
I mean, I don't have a follow-up.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know either. I'm just here for the trip.
Hold on. What's the last thing you heard from Orin?
The last thing we heard was they were getting attacked by, the orc raids, and that they were seeing weird lights in the sky.
Okay.
This orc raid, does anyone really determine if it's just kind of your usual orc raiding party, or if they're really banded, or how do I say they're working well together?
Well, if it went quiet, I assume that the orc raid succeeded.
Well, yeah, I mean, but you have an orange orc raid, but if there's anything like how we saw the drow with the goblins, if the drow with the orc raid, then it could be a lot more of a problem than just your regular orc raid.
You have a point. But I don't think the orcs and the drow will be working together.
Alright.
Probably the hobgoblins or goblins.
And you notice that as you continue on for even longer, that the snow has picked up and is even starting to form ice, and you notice the temperature is getting very cold. But the village or whatever the area where you know Orin to be is getting within sight.
Awesome.
I have a feeling that we are going to have to make perception checks.
Yes, would you please make some perception checks for me?
Knew it.
How
Psychic.
is there a storm?
No, there's no blizzard or anything. It's just very light snow.
Wow.
Yay!
Yay!
Everyone's doing so well.
Being a mountain man as I am.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, you should see something.
So,
And then I guess you just got to roll for
yep, I'm rolling for.
what's her face.
16. And then did normal roll?
Yeah, I rolled a 14.
Oh, okay, I see it. So everyone but Zavrik.
Zarva. Oh, okay.
That
So,
is a 7.
it's right there under mine. Go ahead, roll Zarvok. Roll for the first time for your perception
Nah.
check.
You already did.
No,
Mhm.
go ahead, Zarvok. Roll.
You see
No, he
inside-
did. He did.
Yeah, you did.
I see it.
Yeah.
I see it. I see it. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, there he is.
So everyone who got higher than a 20, as you get further up, you can see lines in the road that you guys are going.
Lines.
Like, yeah, there's like lines, like there's tracks in the road, like they almost look like wheel tracks, but the snow also looks slightly like heated on certain parts of the road. In other words, like it's not drifted on the road. It's like you can see the dirt, and you don't see the snow.
So it's like an outline of the road.
Yeah.
Does that impact on anybody?
I went deaf for a second. What happened?
You got 22, so you see like lines on the road, like wheel lines, and on the side of the road, like there's snow's melted and you just see dirt. So it kind of outlines the road.
Oh, okay. Do the tracks end at some point?
Yeah, they kind of end up maybe about a good 50 yards.
So they just stop completely?
Mm-hmm. And then as they go on further, you notice that past the tracks, the snow is back on the road. And you can also see a little bit of movement, like just in the snow, but you can't really tell whether it's just snowdrift or something else.
Okay. Well,
Uh,
just out of suspicion, I'm going to tell the caravan to stop.
Yep, he stops.
Alright? And I'm going to volunteer myself to walk up and check the tracks.
So you walk up and check the tracks.
Yep.
As you look a little closer, go ahead and roll me a nature check.
There we go. Wow.
Oh, nice. You notice everything.
You do not know what these are. You're kind of having trouble discerning what they are. Whether they're just tire tracks or something else.
Please no Yetis. Please no Yetis.
Well, do they look like footprints at least?
No, there's no footprints. They're just lines.
Oh.
I yell out to Davor if everything's alright up there.
Well, there's some weird, I'm not going to say weird, but there's tracks here that aren't exactly, something a caravan. A caravan would look like.
This is a road. I'm sure there has bound an entire track at some point. We should just move on and make this destination.
I guess so. I was just being, superstitious.
Cautious. Alright.
Davor. This is versus your reflex.
Okay.
Up.
This is,
Wow.
You look to your right and you see
whizzing object of some kind.
No, you see something lash out at you, and you see this big gaping mouth with lots of teeth and a circular kind of setup latch out and kind of almost try and bite at you. And you're standing face to face with some sort of giant worm.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. No.
And with that, it's time for initiative.
God.
I am in my carriage, so I get to make a stealth before initiative.
Wouldn't I hear you open up your carriage door and all that, though? I mean,
But
it is
I have opened it up.
it's-
I'm inside
I'm
of it.
rolling for initiative.
Oh, good old-fashioned norm rolls.
Oh, okay. Alright. Did you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I hear you.
Oh, no, because this call went dead for some reason. I was gonna say, can I roll another nature just so I can tell others what it is?
You can try just really quickly before the combat starts.
Okay, that's my nature. And then I'm gonna
That'll
roll
do
my
it. That will
initiative.
do it.
And then I'm gonna roll my initiative right after. There's my initiative.
Then what
Oh,
was
okay,
what was Alex's initiative?
It's, I believe, yeah.
What?
It's, 19.
Okay.
Well, what does Davros say to us?
So basically, you can discern that these are, in fact, basically, giant worms. They're not like any you've seen before, and you've never seen any in this kind of cold weather. But they appear to have very large mouths and a circular orientation of teeth, and they look really nasty.
Is there from that check, is there any strategy or something that they're weak against that I know about?
You'd have to do multiple to do that. Like, that's the way the system usually works. You do multiple checks, and then you find out more and more. Usually on the second or third check is when you find the weaknesses or anything.
I just know they're bad to deal with.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Alright.
So I need to roll initiative for the worms.
Worms.
Okay.
He meant worm. He meant worm. There's only one worm.
You are in the snow camps. Fire sorcerer. Nothing bad can happen.
Yeah, I mean, what could go wrong? As long as we're not in the mountains where an avalanche can start.
So they have a higher dex.
Don't avalanche.
Alright. Damn it. It's not participating with me today. Oh my God. So, first things first. We have Alec going first.
No! Okay.
Oh,
I don't know. I
why-
actually don't like being first in real life.
I had a 20 rolled for initiative.
Yeah. So, Mickey is first.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
You rolled like 500 times, so I'm like, you know what, just take
Yeah.
one, man.
Yeah, because I keep
And
being
stop
the-
adding people to the initiative. It's mucking me up, alright?
Okay, I can't see anything but the worm on the turn order.
Yeah, me neither.
You can't see the map?
no, we can see the map, but on the initiative list, always sees the worm.
Yeah, just a worm.
Okay, well, I can see it. Mickey's up first.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to start playing my lute. Scald's Aura. Once again, sorry for the wall of text. And that is my turn for now.
Alec.
You know the backgrounds, right? I end up like overdoing it. I'm too nervous to use it. Cause like it's so stupid.
Go ahead.
Okay.
He uses his macros.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, we'll go ahead and do the first shot.
Here we go. There we go.
29 will hit.
Yeah. Just ignore the text below it, because I feel, yeah.
So, you are now invisible to this worm.
Yes.
And Sari will go. She is going to move over here and use Clever Strike. That will hit. This will do 1d4 plus 4. So combat advantage, so it's going to do sneak attack as well. Ooh, shit, that's going to hurt. So let's see. So that's just from the normal weapon, so 5, and then 7.
Who keeps drawing?
Stop it!
It's the wagon.
Well, it's
Sorry.
not. It's just move it back.
Stop drawing.
Because I can't see anything now in front of where Mickey is. So if you want, just put a tab on Mickey, like one of the things, like blue or whatever, for stealth. Like that.
Okay.
So Sari hits it and does quite a bit of damage to it. Does 13, so it's like, ah! And she throws a shuriken at it. And it kind of goes... the worm's turn. Actually, several of the worms' turn. You see several more arise through the snow.
Oh, shit.
Kind of come out and start, going, ah! And this first one is going to attack Devror. It is going to use a bite attack. 19 to your reflex.
Are these? I'm assuming these worms are like man size, like human.
They're big size.
Ah.
They're pretty good size. I mean, they're not like huge, but they're like, it's like about the size of, oh, this worm looks like it could eat a horse.
Oh my god.
It's fucking huge. What are you
That
talking
is
about?
big.
That's not big compared to how big they get in D&D. Not even close. That's a small one.
That's
It's
nothing.
disturbing enough if you imagine it in real life.
So,
Yeah,
Devror, does a 19 hit your reflex?
Hmm?
Devror, does a 19 hit your reflex?
Oh yeah. That's
Okay.
it.
Okay.
I thought you got that from my sadness that I'm trying to make audible.
Yeah, plus 2. And would you roll me a athletics check? So you'll take 9 damage.
Okay. Wait. I roll up athletics.
Athletics.
Okay.
Athletics or pure strength modifier?
Damn it.
You are grappled.
What?
As the worm kind of wraps itself around you and goes, "Arr!" You can still attack it, though, but you can't move, or if you try and do something else, you're going to have to either make a escape check or a athletics.
Alright.
Zarvok.
I'm going to shoot this worm.
Alright.
Oh, man.
Holy shit.
Dude. Holy shit.
Awesome.
That would be really great. Unfortunately, that misses.
Well,
Oh, that's true.
So you fire at him, and he's like, and it's like, ah! It does its wormy little slither.
there's some gross sounds from a worm.
And Davor.
Yay. Well, this guy's an asshole. So I'm gonna hit him with where is it? I'm gonna hit him with crushing blow. And that's in counter power. Wait. Oh crap. Where is it? Oh.
Decisions.
I know, as I forgot already my fucking modifiers and
You
everything.
guys need to stop forgetting your modifiers.
No. 18.
That will hit.
AC. Awesome. I'll take 2 weapon damage. Plus strength mod. Climb.
Okay, that's enough to finish him off. And you're no longer
Bitch.
grappled.
Yay! I did a thing, guys. Are you proud of me yet?
I'm clapping in the background for you. I'm so proud. Oh God.
Okay.
And Norm.
All right, let's get some holy work in here. Let me go ahead and I will stick with. Wait, let me see if I have any kind of. Okay, I'm just gonna stick with my Lance of Faith. So that's gonna be. I'm gonna attack this one right here.
All right.
So.
22
And
hits.
And let me just make sure the damage is right. It is. Oh, that's sorry.
So you deal 11 damage to the worm. And he's like,
And then I'm gonna give Davor the bonus.
so +2 to attack.
Yeah.
All right. And back up to the top with Mickey.
Awesome. I am going to. First of all, I'm going to change my song. And then, Davor, do you want to charge?
Sure. Wait, I don't know if I can charge. Well, I can charge it. No, I don't. How far do I have to go to charge?
2.
You do not have to go that far to charge. It's just a 10,
Okay.
5, 10 feet.
Wait. Oh, 10. Well, that's the thing. I'm 5 feet in front of everybody. Except for maybe this guy.
That's very true.
Either way, it is. Is that your turn?
It's Alex.
No. I am going to step out of the carriage, and I'm going to then walk up.
So you're not doing you're not attacking from stealth. You're just gonna walk up to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
3, 4, 5,
6.
6. Can I push this one here?
Well, you switch song as a minor, so can you attack it with something? What?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your attack because you moved your full movement. And you get a +2. Well, actually, no, you don't because you came out of stealth. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, that will hit its will because they're pretty pathetic in will.
And then I want to push it here.
So 1, 2.
And then, yeah, and then you can make a melee basic against it.
All right. So Davora, melee basic against the worm.
Yay!
That will hit.
Yes.
13
Is
damage.
that it? Yay.
And he's not happy.
Whoa, my
Uh-oh.
buddy.
He's bloodied, so he might be enraged.
Alec,
Yeah.
you're
It'll
up.
be a good time.
And yes, you are invisible, so any worm you attack will you'll get a +2.
Get the bloody one.
Yeah.
I think it's a good time for betrayal. Did I still?
Is that will?
Yeah, it's always well.
That will just hit.
Just say I don't know what to aim for. I guess I'll just choose like the non-bloody one right here.
Okay, and you'll have him do a melee basic charge on this guy or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. So he will roll, and I believe he gets your imp bonus. He hits his buddy for 10 damage.
His buddy's just like, what the fuck,
What the
man?
hell? We were gonna eat these travelers, and now you're just attacking me? What the fuck?
Same side, same side.
Sari is going to move and attack the bloodied one with another clever strike. Oh yeah, that's going to hit. And instead of doing that, she's going to use the knife. So let's see, that's going to be 8 plus 10. So 18 damage. That thing is dead as she throws a knife into its head. Where'd my worms go on the initiative? Because they're supposed to go right now. Huh. Anyway, worms will go one here, one here, one here, and one down here to you guys. The worm
Okay,
next.
and Davor can't be flanked.
That is correct.
Yes.
So the one next to Zarvok and Alec will use a sweep attack, and it will kind of raise its body up, and it will go and swing in an arc.
I missed something here.
What?
Why can't I be fun?
Because of his song.
Oh, and also, should I get attack opportunity against that guy?
No, because even if they move into your zone, it's fine. It's when they move out of your zone that provokes an attack
But
of
he would
opportunity.
have to move out of my zone because he came from like
If
here,
he goes through his zone, that's moving in
which
and
is right
out.
there.
He goes
He would have to go
1,
right through here.
2, 3, 4, 5. He went like this. Boom, boom, boom. He didn't go past
Okay.
Devor. He went like this. Because these two guys were already on Devor, so it went for other targets. So this is going to be versus Reflex. It's an encounter power. 22. I assume that hits you both. Hello? Do we lose someone?
Yes.
Are you two still with us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just really quiet right now.
Alright. So let's see. 10. 5. So you both take 12 damage, and you are both knocked prone. As it brings its
Knocked
body up. Huh?
Knocked what?
On
Prone.
the ground.
You're knocked on the ground.
Oh.
So you have to use a movement to stand up. It kind of swings its body up and goes roar. And then 2 will attack Devor without flanking bonus. 15 versus AC, 17 versus AC.
Both moves.
Okay.
God.
This one will attack Mickey. And it will
That misses.
and it will spend its action point. And it
That
still
also
misses. So it's just sitting there like, "Arr!"
Stupid monkey.
However,
I'm actually really shivering and cold right now, so I'm sorry.
it's okay. There is another combatant on the field now that no one can see, though. So, Mickey, this will be versus your reflex.
Okay.
13.
That just hits.
Okay.
Just about.
All right. So also roll me a endurance.
Uh-oh. It's poison.
Actually, no, it's a little bit worse. Okay, so it's okay. You take 1 fire damage, but you are on fire.
Oh, that is worse.
So each turn, at the end of your turn, you'll make an endurance check for the DC, and if you succeed, you're no longer on fire. If you fail, then you take 1d6 plus 4 fire damage.
Okay.
So, but with that, it's down to Zarvak.
Okay, so it's a move action to get up.
Yep.
And then can I slide?
Yes, you may. You may shift out of the danger zone without provoking attack or opportunity in 4th edition.
And I'm going to choose my mission.
That will
They
hit.
take 31 damage.
Holy shit! Ow. Yeah, both these worms are dead. In a fiery
There you go.
inferno.
And that was also now grass instead of snow.
Davor.
Alright, this bitch is dead. I'm just gonna use a, sorry. I'm gonna use a basic melee. Wow.
That's a miss.
Uh-oh.
You go to hit him, but then you remember, oh wait, I gotta draw my axe. Or hammer. Norm.
Alright, so Mickey's on fire and he has to make a saving throw to get the fire off of him, am I right?
Yes.
Okay, in that case, then I will be using my Sacred Flame, and I will be attacking the worm that is attacking Mickey.
Okay.
So that it's going to be Wisdom versus his Reflex.
Okay. That hits.
Okay, and here we go. This is damage, and as an added-on bonus to that, I can choose someone in my line of sight to either give temporary hit points equal to my charisma modifier, which is +3, or they can do make a saving throw. So I'm
Okay.
going to give him that saving
So
throw.
go ahead and make a saving throw, Mickey.
Awesome.
Don't waste it.
Ooh. Nope.
Wasted. God.
The DC is 12.
Fuck.
I'll go ahead and waste an action surge and do the whole thing again.
Okay, so roll it.
D20 plus 6.
Okay, that hits the worm. That also hurts him.
And then I give Mickey the
Mickey,
saving
go
throw
ahead and do
again.
another saving throw. Exact same one you just did.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, that was...
Mickey,
use some action points.
Mickey, it's okay. You're just, you're destined to be on fire. All right,
Yeah.
back up to the top with Mickey.
I think I am going to first use this. And does 19 hit his will?
Oh, yes.
I'm going to push him right here.
Actually, it's a push, so it has to be straight back. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still that's the thing is you slide it is a diagonal or a side, push is back, pull is forward. If it says push, it means it has to be a push. My bad. That was my fault for seeing that earlier, but it's still good.
Then I'm going to jump into the snow to try to extinguish myself.
So another save. Go for it.
With the plus, because I'm
Since you're
in
using
snow.
ingenuity to try and do the snow, yeah, I'll give you a +2.
Awesome. Yes!
That does it. You're
Oh.
no longer on fire.
Oh, now he gets the fire extinguisher off him.
I'm thoroughly extinguished.
However, you were on fire for a while, so just take another 1. Mild
I'm
burns.
fine with that.
And Alec. Mr. Shadmod.
Yeah. I'll use. Yeah, very well. For which one can I hit? It's like the bloody one.
Either way, that misses.
Okay.
Alec tries to go invisible again, but the worm is clearly looking at you going,
I can see you.
I'm coming for you.
I can see you there, lad. And Sarik.
The Lord, you speak?
A quick movie question: how can you tell it missed? How can you tell your attack missed? I'm still pretty new and.
Well, no, I'm the DM, so I have their AC, Reflex, Fortitude, and Will with papers with me, and I know their stats, and you missed.
Oh, so you can't really tell.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. Basically, when you roll, it's once after a certain amount of hits, you guys can kind of determine what their stats are. But out of character, since this is still one of your first combats, their AC is 12.
Oh.
Okay.
So you missed. Yeah, the worm was like just sitting there looking at you like you're no, I see you. Cerie's gonna move over here next to Alec, and she's gonna do some throwing knives. Or actually, what is she gonna do here? She will do. She's gonna do another clever strike just because it works. $19, that will hit. Dealing 8 damage. And that worm is really hurt. Actually, let me see here. No, that worm is dead. As another knife goes into its face. And this worm over here is going to attack you, Devor, with its daily.
Uh-oh.
It is going to use a body slam.
A ring appears around you. It's WWF.
24 to AC. Devor?
Oh yeah, that is.
Okay. So roll 10 plus 4. So 14 damage.
That hurt.
And roll me a athletics. DC 12. You are not knocked down. You stay standing. Zarvok. Just kill the other one. Just kill my encounter, why don't you?
God, I know.
Zarvok's just like, oh, the DM's made us an encounter. It's gone.
Too damn bad.
Right?
There are monsters here.
That hits,
They're gone.
and yeah, it's dead. It takes the firebolt to the face, and it says, "Damn!" No, I'm just kidding. It's a worm.
I'm
So,
gonna target my fireball.
so it says,
How about the one in hiding, though?
after you kill all the worms, you see a man step out
Predator.
from the snow, and he's wearing a kind of blue and purple kind of chainmail robe vest with a red cape, and he's holding kind of a rod with a skull on the end of it. And he says, You killed my pets. I was just trying to give them food.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You will pay.
Alright, go ahead, honey.
Why don't we just buy you new food, huh?
Oh, hey, whoa, what's all that about?
So he is going to do a burst 10,
Oh, shit.
hitting Sari, Norm, and Davor. This is going to be versus your will.
Oh, I'm good.
Alright.
I believe I'm good.
Ah.
Yeah, we're fine.
So yeah, he tries to do psychic lures on you, but you're all like, pfft.
Whatever. I'm thinking about other things.
Davor, it's your turn.
I was thinking about using my minor to get a healing surge done.
Okay, you're going to do a healing surge?
Yeah.
So you spend a healing surge and you heal your healing surge value.
I think it was 26.
Oh yeah, well,
No.
no, Mickey's not doing that aura anymore.
Oh, that's
different
right.
one. Yes, Davor, if you want to charge, I will allow you to do 2d10 extra damage to him, if you want.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Charge?
Oops.
We're back.
It's too far.
Ah, as they do a little dance to get in position. So go ahead and roll your attack +2 and damage +1. That will hit if it's AC.
You said 2D? You said what, Mickey?
He does
Damage?
you do an extra 2d10 +1.
So I
Yes.
get my
Your normal weapon damage.
normal weapon damage, then 2d10
+1.
plus 1. I'll get it.
So at least 3.
Oh, holy shit.
There you go.
Yeah, that hurts him like heck. Like, you come charging up at him and you put your axe, like, in his chest, and he's still alive, even though your axe is clearly embedded into his chest, and he's sitting there looking...
I have a hammer.
And he's sitting there... hammer, sorry. So you...
I broke his leg, right?
Yeah, you crack him upside the head, like, go BAM! Like, baseball swing it to the side of his head. And he just turns, and he just kind of goes... Blah, 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 blah. And then...
Is he bloodied?
No, but he's but he is going to use an immediate interrupt as an action because he's a Dicky McDickbag. He is going to shift 3 squares without provoking attack of opportunity, and then he is going to do his basic ranged attack. But it's versus will. 15 versus your will.
Who's will?
Starbucks.
Devore, that hits.
Yeah.
Oh, divorce.
Okay. So you are immobilized,
Oh, well, that's shitty.
meaning you cannot move, and you take 7 damage.
That's bad. I'm not doing well, guys. I am bloodied.
Okay.
Actually,
Oh, man.
I'll just put a snail. Immobilized.
Immobilized.
And Norm.
Okay, Davor.
Yeah.
Hold on. If he's immobilized, could he make a saving throw to become unimmobilized?
Let me look. Oh yes, he has to make a He can either make an athletics check to just break it by using strength, or he can make a technically you can break it with an athletics check or an arcana check. Because you're using
So if I were to grant him a saving throw, he could make one of those?
Yeah.
Okay, so my question for you, Davor, is would you rather be healed or would you rather make a saving throw to become unimmobilized?
Heal.
A heal?
Yes,
Yeah,
I can
no
also
doubt.
make it so he can't hit you. Yeah.
Okay, so what I will do, since he's bloodied, is I will... I will. So I'm just trying to look at what will be best here. Okay, I'll just do the. I actually want to do some damage, but I need to be. Okay, I'm gonna pop my Holy Healer's Mace, the daily, which is as a minor action. It's a minor action. An ally within 5 squares. Oh, I gotta move first.
Yeah, you got to get up close to him.
3, right there. That'll look close enough.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna move right here, so I can be blocked. An ally within 5 squares, you can spend a healing surge to gain 5 hit points equal to 5 plus my wisdom modifier, which is 4. So that's all. You go ahead and use that as my minor action.
Alright, so what? So I put my 10. So what's the extra that I get?
You get to heal an extra 9.
Extra 9? Okay, though.
And then I'll go ahead and use my standard action, which will be my Lance of Faith, to that guy.
Okay. What's it versus?
I think it's his reflex. Yeah, it's his reflex.
Okay.
Which I have a feeling is going to be mighty fine. And doesn't even matter. And that'll be my turn.
He is going to laugh at you.
That son of a bitch.
Mickey.
Awesome. I'm going to use Fast Friends. And then, Darrour, which skill are you using for the checks?
If I can break out with athletics, I'm going to use that.
Athletics, okay. Then I will also use this. Wait, no, I can't use that on you. Damn.
Wah, wah.
Then that would be my turn. Can I move farther up, or is this as far as I can go?
You can move further up.
Okay.
If you move further up, you can just see it's more snow.
Okay. So 1, 2,
It's a little bit of an
3,
incline.
4, 5, 6. And then I will end my turn there.
Okay. Alec.
He can't do anything unless he's in range, so he'll just like move up a bit.
Yeah, you're well
Yeah,
within
super.
range.
Hmm?
All you have to do is scooch a
Your
bit.
range.
All you have to do is scooch a bit, and you're well within range.
Yeah. I'm still out of range though. Out of all, yeah.
What?
What? So,
No, you're not.
Yeah, he's only, the most he can do is like in 20 feet.
That's
Oh,
not
wow.
true.
That means 20 squares, which is
20 squares, which is
100 feet.
yeah.
So
It's 100
here?
feet.
Oh, that might work if I move up there. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, no, you are well within range.
Okay. Yeah.
So hi, I'm back.
Hello.
Hello.
Alex, your range isn't 20 feet, it's 20 squares, which is 100 feet.
What?
Yeah,
Yes.
dude, casters. They can hit everything on the map.
Oh. I thought it was like 10 as in 10 feet.
No.
Like, yeah, I'm still a noob. I'm sorry.
No, it's alright.
Okay.
After like 3 months, still a noob.
It's all good.
You're new.
Yeah. So, you'll just use my dress.
What level are we? Level 3, right?
Yeah.
My D20 is
So that will hit, and that will do damage to him. Mind Thrust, and are you going to push him?
No.
Okay. So that deals 9 to him, and he's like, ah! Sari, you're up.
Alright, just give me 1 minute. I'm opening the thing right now. The map. So what I missed in the last game in this hour?
Nothing really.
Thank you. Alright.
Here, Sari, do you mind if I just roll your attack roll here so we can keep it rolling?
Yeah, just go ahead and go for me. It's loading, so just do it. Be a lot quicker.
That'll hit him. So I'm having you do your encounter. And that's going to do another 4, so that'll be 10, so dealing another 10 damage to him. As another knife goes flying into his chest. He's not too happy about that. But it's Zavrik's turn. Oh shit, yeah, that hits. Oh, ah. So yeah, he's like, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, he's buddy.
Yep, it's now his turn too. So, first things first, he has an interesting ability, even though he's not a tiefling. He has Infernal Wrath.
Oh.
So, let's see. You will take...
Is it me?
Zarvok.
Cool.
Zarvok, you will take 6 damage.
I'll take 10.
So, you both exchange blows with Infernal Wrath, and then he is going to do his attack. He's going to pop his encounter, and he's going to do Spectral Wraiths. And 2 wraiths come out of, like 2 ghostly images come out of his body and shoot towards you. This will be versus your Fortitude.
Okay. Miss.
That is a miss. Davor.
Hey, I can smash, right?
Yes. Well, no, you're immobilized.
You are immobilized, yes.
So I'm gonna be getting out of here then.
So basically, the save will be your turn,
Yeah.
unless you want to try and throw something at him.
I'm gonna throw something at him.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I got a hand axe. I'm going right in his face.
Is that your throw?
Yep.
You get a +9 to your throw?
No, that 9 was to get out of the...
Well, that's going to
mobile.
succeed. So at the end of the turn, you're going to break out. But go ahead and roll your ranged attack. Range basic.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll hit him too. So, in addition to the knife that Sari threw in his chest, another hand axe just comes and stabs into him, and he's like, ah! Norm, you're up.
Interesting. My turn? Okay.
Yeah, I'm done.
I will do. I'm gonna do him a resurgence as my encounter.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be his wisdom versus fortitude. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna move up here. So let me see. It's gonna. So it's gonna be his wisdom versus fortitude.
Mm-hmm.
So let me go ahead and roll this bad boy up. I need to make some macros after this session.
Crit.
Now the thing with this is it doesn't do damage. The target takes negative penalty to all defenses until the end of my next turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and say on a crit he's gonna take just 1d6 anyway.
Okay.
Shouldn't he take whatever your weapons crit modifier is?
That's the thing, is it doesn't seem to have one.
Yeah, it's.
So if it doesn't have one, I just do a natural base of d6. So he takes 5, and then what does he do?
If an ally attacks him within the next turn, he's knocked prone, and the effect is each child in the burst can choose to gain 5 temporary hit points or to make a saving throw.
Nice. Well, it's
So
Mickey's.
It's 5.
It's Mickey's turn again.
Yay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, so I'm going to move here.
Mhm.
And then I am going to use Staggering Note.
Not vicious mockery. That will hit.
And I'm going to push him.
He gets pushed into Devore. He can't go anymore.
He can't go here.
Oh, well...
He gets pushed too.
Yeah, there we go. That would work. He gets kind of pushed past him. I thought he was getting pushed into him.
Yeah.
And Devore can make a melee basic.
Yeah, melee basic.
Devore, you make that melee basic.
Yeah, make that. Thank you.
Roll it. Roll it. Roll it, you bitch!
Wow!
That will hit.
That's what I needed.
Someone-
I needed that encouragement.
Someone
I was
did
a
Tom.
I was a bit hesitant at first.
Should I?
Should I? I don't know.
And he's knocked on his ass. Or knocked prone.
So he is knocked prone.
Okay, I was
Alec,
just not confirmed.
you're up.
Anyway.
Actually, I spend an action point, and I'm going to try to intimidate him to surrender. I'm going to try to intimidate him into surrendering.
Okay, he gets a +5 to his will.
Yep. Yeah. How's that?
Let's see, he's going to roll his save.
That 20, watch it.
So he is shaken.
yeah.
He is shaken. He is at the first stage of Intimidate, meaning he gets a -1 to all rolls. So he's kind of bloody and he's got like stuff sticking out of him. So yeah, he's kind of scared.
Okay, and then I still have a minor to use. So,
Or -2, sorry.
I'm sorry. Actually, that's my turn.
Okay, Alec, you're up. As he's now a bleeding mess of a pincushion.
Is there a reason why Mickey didn't want to, like, kill him?
Oh, no, I tried.
You tried?
So Alec, what you could do now is spend one of your encounter powers, because those recharge at the end of each encounter. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. The only one that actually might be useful is Distract, though. And I don't think I rolled for that, either.
Hey, look over there.
It's Batman.
But
Batman.
yeah, I don't roll for it, so I'm, like, really confused.
Well, it means it just hits, but just roll what you want to do.
I rolled that mute to mic.
No, it literally does not tell you how to roll. I think it just depends.
It just happens.
It just, okay. Okay.
So what does distract do?
Your mental barrage, target combat advantage to the next creature that attacks it before the end of your next turn.
Okay, so he grants combat advantage. And what do you know? Cerie's up next.
Oh, I'm gonna use Cloud Surf to use heat damage too.
Yep.
And I'm gonna throw my shuriken. It's a ninja. That's what I do.
I'll go ahead and roll it.
Yeah.
Roll.
Wait,
You
why
got
did
it.
it take 20 now? Gotta set the macro.
You hit. So you do 6 plus 14. So yeah, that's a lot of damage. As Alec looks over at him and goes, "Hey, ugly!" He looks over at Alec, and then a shuriken goes into the side of his head, and he falls over dead.
Yeah.
It was, in the end, it was words that killed him.
Yeah. Hey Alec, have you still had a standard action to use after the
It's fine.
distract?
I got the job done.
Okay, just saying.
Just saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass my macro for a minute.
Okay.
Really act weird. Oh, did it go? Oh. Here?
Okay, so combat's over.
You guys are now standing in the snow with 5 bloody worm corpses and some sort of caster-looking guy dead in the snow.
I'll walk over to the caravan and I ask,
And the snow is
What the hell is that?
the snow is slightly melted due to a lot of the fire attacks that came from Zarvik. So you look at the cart and ask him what?
what the hell was that?
He kind of appears from hiding under the covers that are covering up some of the goods. He says, I don't know. I've never seen those damn things before. I thought we were going to get attacked by orcs or goblins or something, not fucking crazy sorcerers or whatever.
No, we get attacked by fucking worms.
Well, yeah.
Okay,
Those
so
are
get
just
that.
grass worms.
I walk over.
Wait, heck of worm?
I'll walk over to the guy that we just killed, and I go to inspect his body to see if I can have any kind of clue about what's going on with him.
Did I kick
Okay.
him in the head because he decided to mind control me?
Go ahead. Either way, you loot him up. You find he's wearing kind of a weird robe. It's a robe you haven't seen before. It's got a strange symbol on it, and someone can do a knowledge religion if they want to try and identify it.
Okay.
How about history?
No religion.
Okay, I can also do that.
Since I'm inspecting it.
Well,
Okay.
Okay, question.
Y'all go ahead and roll.
So, Alec, you can determine that the symbol on his cape is a symbol for one of the 9 hells, but you don't know which one.
9 hells? Okay.
Yay!
What's that for, Sari?
The religion cat.
Yeah, you can't determine much more. You just know that it's a symbol of the 9 hells. You just don't know which one. And he has not much else on him. He's got like a bag of 5 gold. His rod appears to be a kind of custom rod that he stuck a skull on the end of. And it's just a simple rod of fire. In other words, if you hit on an 18, 19, or 20, the target takes an additional 1d6 damage and must make a endurance check. If they fail, they are on fire and take an additional d6 each turn.
This is a magical item.
the sorcerer gets that.
Right,
Sorcerer cast fire. Why would it need another fire staff?
because more fire.
More fire is always
because more
better.
fire.
So
But if you
basically,
use fire,
basically the way
It's
the rod works.
I will take it. It's settled. I will take it.
I mean,
You
it's
can't
also,
use it.
no, can anyone else use it as an implement though?
Only scions, sorcerers, wizards, and the arcane. Anyone that can use arcane or psionics can cast it.
So I can also use it.
Actually, not even I'm sorry, not even the psionics. Only the arcane can use it.
So I can use it.
So
Can
Mickey
you
or
use arcane magic?
Mickey or
I
Zarvok.
can, yeah.
Mickey or Zarvok.
Bards don't get implements like all the other
Right, yeah.
casters.
Bards usually can't use rods unless you get some sort of unless you actually take the feat
A feat.
weapon
Yeah.
training rod implement and then take rod implement. But Zarvok's kind of the only one that can use it at the moment.
Okay.
And Sari has clearly had too much sugar tonight.
We're like a nice hot tub bath.
So yeah, Zarvok, basically how that works is if you hit on an 18, 19, or 20, it does an additional 1d6 fire damage, and the target has to roll an endurance. DC of your charisma modifier, of 10 plus your charisma modifier, so I think that's 4. Is your charisma...
5.
Yeah, so they'd have to make a DC 14 endurance check. If they fail, then they're on fire for the rest of the turn.
Is this like a standard item or one you made up?
This is one I made up.
Okay.
Norm, do you have to go permanently, or...
I think he's gone.
Oh,
He's
shit.
gone.
He said earlier that
Bye.
you have to go
Bye.
early.
Okay. Either way, I'll just play him. So you guys, you won.
Okay.
Big pass.
Yay!
Wait, so it's a
I did
plus
it.
one.
I did it. I threw
It's,
one second and then it's back.
It is not a +1 rod.
Okay. It's just a
Oh,
rod.
bad.
It's just a basic rod of fire that does that extra effect.
Okay.
It's cool looking though. It's a nice, black obsidian rod with like a skull on the end of it, and when you cast a spell through it, the skull's eyes glow with a fire.
Why can't it be a white rod do all the work?
Say,
Why does it have to be a black one?
hold on a sec. Everyone who's hurt gains 6 life from Mickey.
Or each search, but I didn't.
And what did you ask, Sari?
I said, why does it have to be a black rod doing it all the work? Why not a white one? Just wondering.
Because you drop it and it get lost in the snow.
So you're saying because it's black, it sticks out in the snow?
Yes,
is that what you're
because
saying?
it does.
Just because it's black.
As a big giant hand stretches down from the heavens and slaps Sari across the face.
You guys see that? What was that?
So what? Huh?
All right, so you guys have there's a little bit the cinders and steam are kind of cooling down, and you guys are left there with a gentle snowfall kind of covering the ground.
Okay. But we should
Do
move
you
on.
want to build a snowman?
We made that joke already. Shut up.
Oh, did we? I'm sick. Oh.
Beat you to it. Sorry.
Damn it!
So the caravan owner he says, "Hey, guys," as he gets hit with a snowball, he kind of wipes his face. Yeah, that's great, but can we keep going? I don't want to get attacked again. Nice shot, by the way.
Thanks.
Why is food on fire?
Because he's just playing the rockin' tunes, man. No, when he got lit on fire, it reminds me of that scene from Dead Rising 2, where the guy's like on the motorcycle and he catches himself on fire and he's like, "Don't you forget, champ, I'm #1," and then he dies because he's on fire, obviously. And then the main character's like, "Yeah, you're on fire." And then it's like, da 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 da, wah. So after Alec and Mickey have a snowball fight, you guys continue on the trail. And it is now clearly getting to mountain ranges. There's like not very many trees around. And you know that you seem to be getting very close to Orin. Hold on, let me see if I can.
Yeah, that is a nice elven woman.
I'm not done yet. Shut up.
Who's
I
doing
have a
that?
better one. I have to remake this one.
So, you guys start to see the town of Orin in sight. It's just a typical, kind of mountain snow village. Typical huts scattered along in very, cold motif, designed to help out the cold. And you can see that there is smoke coming from some of the huts, but there's not much activity as you guys kind of pull into town. And it's a very small village, but it does appear to have a decent fortification. In other words, it's got a decent...
Nothing.
Say what?
I'm just gonna take it. talking.
Oh.
Okay.
So you guys kind of pull into town, and some people kind of come out brandishing weapons, but then they see that you're clearly a caravan from Haverthorne, so they kind of lower their weapons. And when
Yeah, that's right.
when the caravan when a horse kind of protrudes and starts handing out goods, everyone is quite happy. And you notice that even though it's a small village, there's quite a bit of people in it. And you notice that as you get past the wall, the small wooden wall they have, there's actually a rather big kind of not necessarily a like fort, but like a big hall, like a mead hall almost. That's their town center, and it's a pretty good size.
So
Okay.
is this like a very small village, or is this like what's the size?
It's actually a fairly small village. It's just that they have a few really big houses. Like they have a really big mead hall, and they have a pretty darn good size inn. But in terms of number of huts, you see only about maybe 7 or 8 huts. However, the fortification of the village is pretty decent. They've got like a wooden wall around it. They had archers up on top as you came in.
This place likes to party.
Right. What time of day is it?
It's getting close to dawn.
Oh, we came in at night. Okay.
Well, it's dawn, so the sun is still out. But it's also getting. One thing that everyone has noticed is the temperature has dropped very significantly from when you fought the worms.
Right.
Like you're up pretty far north. It's pretty cold.
So I guess we're all going to the mead hall where it's warm and not cold.
Yeah, after a while, one of the guys who looks like he's a man of some importance kind of comes out. He's like, hello, my name is Garen. I'm the town mayor here. Yes, feel free to stay at the meat hall. We've got some food and we've started a fire. It's going to be rather cold tonight. Winter is starting.
Yes, thank you.
Starting.
Yes.
No,
yes,
no,
when do my servants arrive?
No, I'm sorry. He pulls out his sword and he leans on. He says, "You may go in the meat hall. Winter is coming."
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. When do my servants arrive?
About a couple hours after you guys get there.
Okay.
Why were they late?
Well, let's see. You guys kind of have to clear a path, and they didn't exactly leave until, you guys were already several miles out. So you guys were about 3 miles ahead of them. No.
How did they work on the whole
No, they're only with him when he's in the town.
Oh, okay.
They're not combat servants.
Yeah, actually, the town provides the servants.
Yeah.
They don't travel on the what?
Oh,
yeah.
that's right. So you managed to find a few. They're
Yeah.
like they send you some at the inn.
I'm surprised you can still get servants being that you're a noble from down south.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's kind of just what
it's
it's the
air
wording.
around me. I just had an aura.
It's the wording too. It's just kind of
Or of money.
Yes, I'm also
so
wearing fancy regalia.
So you guys are in the meat hall, and it's pretty warm in the meat hall. They got a nice blazing fire. It's a classic kind of cabin in the woods setting. They got quite a bit of decorative trophies on the wall: deer, great elk, bear, all sorts of animals just string the wall. Nice big stone fireplace with very, very big tables and a few nice places to rest. No real fancy beds, but definitely nice places to rest.
Where? I guess we should be talking to people to see why they haven't been in contact with Haventhorne.
So do you go ask that around?
Streetwise, then.
Yes, everyone, roll me some streetwise. Anyone who's asking anyway.
I'm going to search around.
Where's all the horses at?
In a town like this, none.
What?
So Zarvok, you ask around, and Alec. Zarvok and Alec, you both ask around, and
Me too.
And you guys all managed to kind of put your heads together and ask around. And when you guys come back, all the information you guys have put together basically concerns. They were trying to send like ravens and messengers to get to the Haverthorn, and they also tried to send some caravans and things into the city. But they constantly kept getting attacked, and apparently their ravens and their carrier pigeons that they were sending to deliver the messages were apparently getting killed, or they weren't showing up. Because Haverthorn received no word from Orin, but Orin says they were trying very hard to get ravens out.
Could it have been like a snowstorm?
The storms haven't started yet this year. They don't start for another month or so.
Huh.
Something has been killing your ravens and messengers. Could it have something to do with the mage we had contact with?
If you had to take a guess, he may have had something to do with it, but you couldn't really find any evidence to support it.
Okay. I guess. How long until the caravan leaves to go back to Haventhorn?
He wants to make sure everything is decently fortified here, and the fact that they've actually been able to make contact. But he wants to stay for at least a few days.
Okay. Okay. Does this place have a town mayor or?
Yeah, he was the one who came out and greeted you guys and said you could use the meat hall to sleep.
Okay. I will ask him. I will tell him for a small fee we will search out the people who are killing your ravens and messengers.
He kind of looks a little surprised, and he says, "Oh, you will? We haven't had much trade up here, so we don't have a whole lot to offer. I'm sorry, but I could at least offer you something."
Yes, we'll talk amounts after we find the culprit.
Well, Garrett kind of comes in the meat hall and sits down, and he says, "You notice he's kind of a stockier man, definitely a mountain man by the looks of him. Kind of very dressed in furs, dressed to be very warm. And he kind of thinks for a moment. He scratches his very scraggly beard, and he says, "Well, we know that our trade route was getting attacked by a small little tribe village up kind of to the northeast." And he kind of shows you on your map it'd be somewhere up here. And they were rather brutal. We think orcs were doing it, and they were just mercilessly slaughtering anyone we sent. That's the only orc tribe within 30 miles.
But that's up
Okay.
north, right?
So only one tribe has been ransacking your trade routes?
This particular tribe they're quite numerous, but they're the only tribe on the east side of North Bear for about a good 30 miles. But they're large enough to give us problems.
Okay. Are there any other suspects?
Well,
He kind of thinks for a moment. He's like that. Well, I don't know. I'd probably blame that one woman that came into town.
Woman? Who?
Some elf woman. I don't know. I don't remember her name. We wanted her to leave though because she seemed to bring bad luck with her.
Don't have a picture of that girl. Are you really for?
Catherine or something like that?
How about Daria?
Daria, there you go. Thanks.
Daria. Was it Daria?
Yeah, I think that's what she said her name was.
Where'd you head off to?
She was on her way back to Haverthorn when she was escorting one of our caravans when it was attacked. We assume the worst.
Okay then. I guess we have to investigate this orc tribe first if we have to get any leads.
Wait, is the orc tribe north of us or south of us?
It's slightly
It's-
northeast. Here, I'll make a
So
little.
what?
I'll make a little tiny X here to show you about the relative location of where Orin is to it.
I'm just gonna say I doubt that it was the orcs. It's something else.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of doubt that, but it's the only lead we have right now.
So you guys gonna heal up and go investigate later?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys rest for a little bit at the mead hall. Very comfortable. You enjoy some.
I'm going to start a party there.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll. How about I go ahead and say you guys rest for the night and head out in the morning? I assume. Just to be safe.
After I start a huge party.
No. I'm not saying that doesn't happen.
Okay.
I'm just saying I assume you guys go out in the morning.
Yes.
Okay. So you guys rest up. You're all back to full health. Your encounters are back. All that. And you notice that in the morning there's actually quite a bit of sun that's out, and it's actually not snowing, although there's still quite a bit of snow on the ground because it's freezing.
Wait, sun?
Well, I mean not sun, but like gray. Like it's not
Okay.
like it's not the
Yeah.
it's not the pitch
Just making
black.
Sure.
It's like
Just making
it's
sure that
it's
it didn't
gray. It's gray.
happen.
Actually, this far north of the the cloud that kind of hovers over the land probably gets the most like brightness out of everything because of the snow. Because you know how white reflects all forms of light, so naturally if there's light up north, it's kind of a lot brighter. So you guys notice that as you're walking around, this area is a lot brighter and more lively, even though it's just nothing but snow, than Haverthorn was, because Haverthorn was deep in the valley.
Mhm.
So up here, it's actually a tad bit brighter. Yeah, it almost feels like there's sun shining, but not quite.
Okay.
Oh, hey, I have a question. Is anyone Jewish?
I'm not.
No.
Is anyone
Can you say that again?
He asked if anyone was, or she asked if anyone was Jewish.
Oh no.
No. I hate Jews.
What's the difference between a Boy Scout and a Jew?
Hey, come
Put
on.
that out there. I mean, God.
Okay.
Hey, I
Well-
posted the joke on the right.
Yeah. Well, go ahead and tell the
Are
joke.
you really making that? Okay.
Okay. What's the difference between a Boy Scout and a Jew? Okay. I'm waiting for the answer.
Does anyone gonna take a guess?
I got nothing.
One
Jews come
comes
back
back
from
to
camp.
camp.
Or, I'm sorry, Jews don't come back from camp.
Oh. It's terrible.
Sari, you lose 500 experience points. You're back to level 1. No. So yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, it's actually so anyway, it's fairly bright. You guys it is literally almost bright enough for it to be sunny, but it's just not. It's just with the gray. You know what? Why don't you, since you're all just so horrible people, you all just become followers of Tiamat and she'll eat you. No.
Cool.
So yeah, you guys get up in the morning and yeah, it's pretty bright. But
Okay.
you know, there's no snow coming down. Just kind of a nice, cool breeze.
Is there like
Is the snow so thick that my carriage can't get through it?
If you guys are gonna make an expedition up there, then yeah, there's no trails that go up to that thing. You'll have to
Damn.
leave the carriage behind.
is there anybody willing to come with us?
Yes.
They kind of give you one or two scouts that can direct you at least a good portion of the way there, but they don't want to get too close to the tribe.
How about the mountain man?
He's one of the ones that takes you.
Oh, okay.
If you want someone to guide you there, but he says, oh, by the way, we've been hearing some strange rumors. We've been hearing strange sounds coming from north, blowing in from the north.
Like what? Sounds like what?
Cries of some kind of monster. Don't know what it is.
Guys, I think that we shouldn't go north.
Well, you have to go
Hey,
north.
let's go north.
Well, you have to go north if you're going to investigate the tribe. It's kind of northeast.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'll say you guys head out, and even though you can't take the carriage, it's not that bad of a hike.
That's what you think.
After about a couple hours or so, you actually you start getting pretty close, and he points over a little ridge, like a little kind of mountain ridge, and he says, "Down in that little snow valley, you'll find the tribe. I cannot go any further."
Why not?
He points up at the ridges, and he says, I can't leave my town undefended. I'm one of the only fighters,
Okay.
and my men will not go any closer. There's been strange sounds coming from here at night."
Fine. Okay. Stealthy McStealth Pants.
Yes.
I need you to go scouting.
And how much are you going to give me, per se?
Your paycheck.
That's a hell of a deal. I'm on it.
That music is ominous.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Why are you even asking for a paycheck? We're all part of the same group here.
Yeah.
Well, I'm angry. No one wants to kill the guy that didn't kill me with me. Hey, what the hell's wrong with my people?
So come on. Sorry.
So-
I'm working on it. I haven't did this year. I'm having an issue or two. I
Why
think I got it.
cards?
I think I got it. Throwing the dice. Forever ago. What they doing that? You guys see that too? There you go.
Yeah, the cards.
No, not the cards. My roll.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so you're gonna go down into the valley and do a sneak.
Yep. Slowly.
Yep. So you slowly descend into the valley, and it kind of does this little almost crater kind of thing, and you can actually see the orc village in sight. At least it looks like an orc village. It looks very tribal and nomad. As you
I yell back to the party. Hey, look, the
Don't yell.
village.
Don't.
I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
So you go down, and you can see the village in sight, and you don't see any smoke coming from it. Are you going to investigate closer?
Yes, but I'm going to try to be more careful.
Okay.
So I take my time this time.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a stealth then +2.
Or just take
Really?
10.
If you want to take
Just
10,
take
that's
10.
fine. I still
Just take 10.
I still needed her to do that roll anyway. So you take 10, and it looks like you're being fairly decent. You're going around. When the village comes into sight, you can start to see some bodies on the ground.
Oh, that's nice.
What do they look like?
How far ahead?
They look like orcs.
So in orc camp, there's orc bodies.
Uh,
Right, I go back to the party and let them know there seems to be a bunch of orc bodies just laying down in the orc village. I
Okay.
think they've been attacked by something.
I go over with Sari this time. Took for myself.
All right, you guys go around, and yeah, you can see kind of when you get to the kind of front of the village or whatever way you want to approach from. You notice that there's a few orc bodies laying around here or there. Not many, but there's a few. They don't appear to have any physical injuries on them. They all appear to have no physical
Right.
scars. However, there is something that and yeah. So Mickey, you try that, and there's nothing around. But you do.
So I can't sense anything alive.
You sense something alive deeper in the encampment, but you'd have to get there. It seems to be either unconscious or sleeping, so you can't reach it.
Okay.
Either way, you do notice one thing about each orc corpse you find. And I'll go ahead and have the paladin, the cleric, roll this here. Okay, so You do notice that all of the orc corpses have their eyes removed.
Oh.
That's nasty.
That's not cool.
Angels.
The eyes look like they've been cut out.
Oh, so not okay.
What about the rest of their body?
Every single orc corpse you find, eyes plucked out.
Okay.
Well, I mean, what would be the cause of death?
It looks like for anyone down there, does anyone have Arcana and is looking at it?
Yes.
Okay, Mickey, roll me an
Thanks, yeah.
Arcana.
I'm going to take 10 on it, so that's 21.
Okay. After you and Zarvok looking at him, Mickey, you can kind of determine that it looks like they died of magic.
Okay. Okay, then I'm going to contact the mind of Sari and tell her that there's something sleeping ahead of us, and I want her to check it out.
Okay. Sari? Oh, Zoe's not with us anymore.
Oh.
Hold on. Let me add to the group call. Wow, everyone is having technical fucking difficulties tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Either way, she'll go forward and check it out.
Okay.
God damn it. So yeah, she goes forward and she sends back a message to you saying...
I know it's only one way. It's only one way.
That is right. So she goes and she comes back and she says, I think I may have just found fuck, what was her name again? The elf woman we were looking for.
Daria.
Daria.
Yeah, Daria.
It's
Her
so
name.
hard. It's so hard to remember.
Oh, I'm the only one.
I'm writing this down. Just give me a sec.
I think I found her. She's in like the main orc hut. I didn't see anything else around though.
Okay. Okay, was there anyone else in the tent?
She shakes her head.
Okay, I go inside the tent.
You guys proceed to the main orc tent. You see a few more bodies here and there. And you get inside the tent and you notice it's fairly covered, and you notice an elf woman over to the side, tied up and with a kind of what looks like bear skin thrown over her to keep her warm or something. And she appears to be unconscious.
I try to talk to her mind.
She's unconscious.
Okay. Then I will try to wake her up.
Okay. You kind of give it your best, and she kind of stirs up to life a bit, and she says, "Yes, she's cute. Well, it depends on the picture, dude. Just look at the picture, because that's literally what she looks like, without the mask."
The one down here, in blue.
Oh, I didn't.
That's right.
I was scrolling right.
So she kind of stirs to life, and she says, "Ugh, ugh." She looks up and sees that you're a gnome, and she's like, Huh. You two aren't orcs.
That is quite correct.
Um. Well, shit. There's a lot of them around here. You gotta be quiet, or they're gonna.
They're all dead.
When, oh, darn it, you missed. Ruined the joke.
She kind of blinks her eyes a bit, and she says, "Dead. So that's what all that screaming was. Thought they were executing prisoners or something." Good day.
Dapper's gonna be loud.
Good.
Say,
Good.
no, it was us.
Good day to you. My name is Daria, and you two are.
We came in search of you up here by order of
What was his name?
Fron, Black Sheik.
Mm-hmm.
That guy.
Oh, Fron. So Fron sent you. That means it was probably Thohammer that sent you then, wasn't it?
Yes, Thorhammer. That was his name.
Good old Thohammer. But shit. Here, get me out of here. I need to get my things back.
Okay. I untie her.
Yep, she goes over to her chest and retrieves her bow and arrows and a small elven curved sword. And she says, how'd you find me?
Lucky?
We followed the bodies.
She chuckles a bit. And she says, I was so close to getting back to Haverthorn, but darn it. She sits down for a moment and kind of catches her breath and shakes her head a bit. And you notice she's kind of got some dried blood on the side of her head. And she says, I went to Orin, found some things out, found some very troubling things out that I need to report back to my contact in Haverthorn. And was gonna report back, was going along the caravan route, got ambushed by
orcs?
Yeah, they were orcs. Weird looking orcs too. Their eyes were glowing this strange blood red color. Never seen orcs like that before.
Was there anyone else around? Like maybe a mage with a strange robe?
None that I saw. Oh, hey, wait a minute. Yeah, there were a couple. There was one in kind of black and red robes, and then there was another holding a weird skull scepter, and he was kind of chanting something. But there was more than one. There were several. I was going to try and get away because it was just hopeless, but one of the orcs got me. Cracked me upside the head.
Do you know where these mages went?
No, I've been in the tribe. I haven't seen any of them in the village lately. They've just been apparently using me. They think they can use me to get some things from Orin. Apparently Orin is mining something that the orcs want. I wasn't able to figure it out though because I was taken.
Mining?
All I know is that it's something magical. Yes, they have a mining operation hidden down in the valley to the west. I assume they didn't tell you about that if you arrived there, did they?
They did not.
There's a mining operation to the west, and they're mining something. I don't know what it is, but it's not gold or silver, I can tell you that. It's magic in nature.
Okay.
And they're pushing, it's actually being run by someone outside of Orin. I don't know what his name is, but he's got a small group there working for him, and they've enslaved several people from the surrounding mountain tribes.
Okay.
So, are they alone? Is he affiliated with anybody?
I don't know. I don't know if he's affiliated with anyone. All I know is that he wears a robe with a very strange symbol on it, and he has a lot of hobgoblins and a few orcs working for him. I don't know what his name is, but I needed to report this back to Haventhorn. I needed more help. I couldn't do it on my own.
Okay then. Well, we have to check this out. I don't know if you want to come.
Wait, who has the robe? Did anybody pick up his robe? The guy we killed?
Well, you picked up his robe, but she mentioned multiple casters, and this guy she's mentioning, and the guy she's mentioning that she didn't say.
Yeah, I'd go show her the rod to see if that was what he was using.
Either way, she agrees. She nods and she says, "Yes, at least I owe you for helping me out." I do need to get back to Haverthorne, though, but I think it's pointless for me to try and travel there alone with all the attacks happening.
So I guess our choice is: do we go back for help, or we just take her and go to the mine? Who wants to vote? Anybody?
Oh, everyone back up on the hill, Zarvok, Alec, and Davor. Roll me a... Well, anyone who did not go with Mickey and Sari, roll me a perception.
Okay.
I went down with them.
Hey, sorry, my internet went off. What I meant.
Basically, you found Saria. Daria.
What'd I do?
You found Daria.
Daria.
What the hell was he doing there?
She was, she apparently had been captured by the orcs.
Oh, it's that one elf girl we're looking for.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm back on track. Alright, who's around me and all that jazz?
Mickey and Zarvok are with you.
Alright, any fights or anything like that? Like, what's the area like?
Basically, just a lot of dead orc corpses with their eyes removed.
That's weird.
She seems to be fine. She's not, like, in dire need of medical attention. She just has some dried blood where she was cracked up the head.
I asked if she has any money.
I'm going to ignore that question. Anyway, she talks with you a bit, and you guys find out that there appears to be some sort of mining operation going on west of Orin, being run by some sort of strange cult, and they apparently have a lot of hobgoblins working for them, and they're enslaving several of the nearby mountain villages for people for working. Apparently whatever they're mining is magic in nature, but she doesn't know what it is. She was trying to report it back to Haverthorne to get some more men and help, but she was captured on the way back. And she says, "Yes, I will. If you are going to plan on taking this place down, how big is your group?"
We got 3 more of us waiting outside.
Okay. With the force that I saw there, that actually should be enough.
Yeah, and you'll be a great asset if you come with.
She nods and she says, "If you are planning on going there, then yes, I will come with you."
Very good. So, I guess we should get back to the group, right?
Who said that?
Davor?
Okay. She nods. So you guys get back, and anyone who did not go down with them see that there's an elf woman who is following them, and it appears to be Daria.
Is this the lady?
Yes.
Huh.
What's that supposed to be?
Yeah, you notice that she seems to have a standard elven longbow, elven scimitar, quite a few arrows. Nothing else really on her, looks like.
Alright. And then Davor would just take the initiative and explain to him why she's here, and then the mine, and about the magic in the mine, and that for right now, either we go over to the mine, or we can go back to Haventhorne and get more help.
Oh yeah, and for those of you who did your perception checks, you guys just very, very faintly heard a roar off in the distance, but it was very, very faint.
I hear it. Never mind.
Alec was the one who heard it.
Yeah, I'm the only one who did the perception check.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Sure. Okay. Do I just...
Well, you
Alex just like...
yeah. So you hear a roar off in the distance, very faint.
I'm trying to think. He probably just brushes it off.
Okay.
Doesn't tell anyone about it.
So you guys
If it does-
you guys all get together and you're informed of what happens, you know. And you kind of you hear the roar and you kind of brush it off. And so what do you guys decide?
Do?
Because I mean, you can
Oops,
either
I've
go
been
back
on
to
mute. Mickey is going to start to loot the place.
you find that
Sorry,
there's
I
really
repeated.
you find that there's really not much in the village. You find the occasional orc like scimitar, but they're kind of cruddy. But you don't really find anything. It almost like the village was almost previously ransacked.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I guess we leave.
So you guys going back to Orin? You gonna go investigate the mine?
We are going to Orin to collect our reward, and then we're going to the mine.
Okay. So speed it up a little bit. You go back to Orin. He gives you. He doesn't have much. He gives you 500 gold to split amongst yourselves.
I'm going to try to get a bit more, maybe some discounts on local trade.
Okay, I'm just gonna let you know though. He can give you some discount on maybe some local trade that happens in the future. But if you're trying to diplomatize him into more money, it's like trying to ask a homeless guy for more money. So
What's wrong with that?
there's he
You're
does not have much more. Yeah, like
35.
you know, in the future when trade routes open between
What
Orin and
the fuck is
Haverthorn,
that?
they can give you some things.
Okay. 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 So 500 split amongst 6 of us?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. So everyone gets 83 and I get 84.
Brenna, you keep track of the gold, right?
Most of it.
Right, because even if I write it down, it doesn't matter for me because you do my.
Yeah, you guys should have like 20 some odd hundred right now. I think 24. No, he just gave you 500, so you guys should have like almost 3,000 now.
Wait, each?
No, just tallied up.
Total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
So
if you guys all added it up, it should be about 3,000.
Yeah, on my character, I have 554 right now.
That's it. We're poor as hell.
Yes, we are goddamn poor.
Even with all that money you're getting. However, you were promised 5,000 when you got back to Haverthorn each.
You were.
So, I'm sorry, 2,000
Yeah.
each when you got back to Haverthorn. So yeah, that's
I want more.
a lot.
I want more.
Not really.
2,000 is a pretty decent amount, especially considering as how you're going to be getting probably
I
more
guess.
stuff, and they're also, you know, giving you discounts on stuff because you're mercenaries. So, in combination with that, that's actually a pretty good pay. I mean, it's like, hey, you get a discount in our city for all of our weapons and armor, and we're giving you 2,000 gold.
And access to all the women.
Yep, and you're getting access to all the clubs and guilds and information and stuff,
No, I said women.
and women.
She said women. Now we are going off to the mines. If people aren't going to buy things.
Well, there's not really much to buy in the town of Orin.
So no potions?
There's really not.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
So,
Okay. Then I guess we're off to the mines.
the 7 of you head out, and you notice that after a while, it's kind of once again very treacherous mountain ranges, but you guys all managed to kind of navigate it pretty well. Would every single person roll me a survival check?
Nature.
Or I'm sorry, nature. Sorry, my fault.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
It's okay.
Pathfinder.
Oh, I died. Hold on, what happened?
You guys are heading to the mine.
Nature.
Okay, we're headed. Okay.
So 16, 14, 18, 17. So Alec and Zarvok are like, dude, we know how to navigate mountains. So after a while, you guys find a pretty decent path, and none of you, fall off the edge or go down any snow drifts. The trek does take a little bit longer than it did to get to the Orc village. It takes about 3 hours, but you managed to get there, and I'd say it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And a blizzard is starting to pick up, although it's really not that big. It's just kind of mild. And you notice that as you get to like this ridge that looks down into another valley, you can see lights down in the valley, although the blizzard is kind of making it slightly hard to see.
Okay. Who has good perception?
Who's the 15 guy?
I can have a max of +2.
I have +1.
I mean +4.
+3.
Wait, I have the highest?
Wait, is Dario with us?
But he's not here right now.
Or no?
Daria has a +6.
Then I guess me and her make I guess me and her make perception checks to see what's going on down there.
So 14. Go ahead and roll for me, Mickey.
Yeah, just one sec. There's that, and then perception. 17 +2, so 19.
Okay. So you both managed to see that you can see a few little like houses or like mining huts, and you can see fires burning. And Mickey, you also notice that you can see occasional humanoid figures kind of moving through the mist or the snow.
Okay. Can I see if they're armed or is that too much?
Too much.
Okay. So I tell everyone that there are lots of people down there.
Well, not
and
lots,
that
but
we
like
should
enough.
proceed with caution. What?
Not a whole lot, like not like a town's worth, but definitely you can see movement and things moving
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
But,
So
what was I going to say? Is this town right next to the mine, or are we close to the mine?
You from what Daria has told you, it's somewhere down in the valley.
Okay. She's with us, right?
Yes, she's with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's kind of looking down.
And well, I'm just going to pipe up and say, that's a town on fire, right?
It's not on fire. Apparently they've got the flames up to try and melt away some of the snow. I can't really tell from this angle though.
Okay. Then. Well, what are we waiting on? Let's just go down there and see what's up.
let's go down a bit more cautiously than that. Let's scout ahead with
Haven't you?
Sari and Daria first.
Whoa! Don't you tell me I can't go.
I'll be right behind you. by like 50 feet.
Why would you be in front of me?
Because you're the one with the plus 12 to stealth.
For what?
The plus 12 to stealth.
Yeah, she's got plus 12 to stealth.
Like,
Oh, what
I'm
the-
sorry, you're made for stealth.
Sorry,
No.
you're a rogue. I'm a bard.
I
And
thought
it's
you were-
just
Daria's gonna do it no problem. Ain't that right, Daria?
Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna.
She kind of looks from Saray to Mickey, and she's like, I can be stealthy if I want to, but, I mean, you two seem to be arguing rather than doing.
I walk away.
okay then.
Yay! Another 30. Alright, my last.
Ooh.
Oh my god, she's going to spend a point on that because I'm not doing... What the fuck?!
Guys, you can take 10.
I know, I'm just going to have her take 10 because that's just like, oh my god. Wow. Wow. I mean, the second session I rolled 2 20s in a row. There you go. 2 1s in a row. There you go, people. That is, yeah.
Telling us this was a bad choice.
Fate telling you guys that you guys will face combat pretty soon.
Yeah.
It's alright, I'm here to save the day.
Okay. Yeah. So they go down first.
Okay.
So what happened?
Just a moment. You guys notice some huts and some buildings.
Just randomly appearing out of nowhere, yeah.
No, just there. That's what you see.
They're just like huts.
They're houses, but that's as close as a representation as I can get. And you notice kind of a big one in the back. Looks like the village hall. Hold on a sec. For some reason, roll 20 is just slacking on me.
Okay. Can they see any people?
Yeah, you do actually see some humanoids now. Those of you that are checking it out. And they appear to be goblins, hobgoblins.
Oh, on fire.
A hobgoblin village? Okay. Normal.
It is, the hobgoblins are the smartest of goblinoids.
So we just strut in here in hostile territory.
No, they're stealthing. They're stealthing in. The goblins don't see you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
it's just Daria and Sari right now.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of Daria, yeah.
So Sari and Daria both notice that there's some hobgoblins walking around. They appear to just be doing simple patrols. And other than that, the village appears to be very quiet.
Do we have the robe?
Yes, you guys still have the robe.
Oh yes, time to do some infiltration.
Is there a
I'm
way
going
that
to
we
don
can,
the
like,
robe.
all, like, irritate our eyes so they turn red?
What?
Well, they're gonna have red eyes, right?
I'm going to don the robe after they come back to tell us what's down there,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to explain that I will try to get. I will try to to get the hobgoblins away peacefully.
What are you? A halfling?
I'm a gnome.
They're gonna eat you.
Yeah, that's what I was more hoping that Zarfak can do this.
Like,
Hey, I'm gonna do this, and it's gonna be awesome.
Alright.
So I put on the robe. I mean, it's kind of big, but I mean, it works.
God.
Deal.
And then I'm going to walk down into the camp
Okay.
with the robe. And can I have the rod?
Sure.
Awesome. I'm going to walk in, and I'm going to try to order them all to come front and center. Would that be intimidate or diplomacy?
Depending upon how you do it, I'd say roll diplomacy first with an intimidate behind it to kind of, you're giving a commanding boom,
Okay.
Depends on
Yeah,
how
I'm
you do it.
gonna do diplomacy first.
Okay.
First, do that. Then that to intimidate. So, so I'll take the 32 for diplomacy.
Okay.
And then here's my intimidate. +2, so 30.
Alright. So, the hobgoblins that are patrolling kind of look at you and go, kind of nod their heads. And are you telling them to come front and center?
I'm telling them, get your sorry asses front and center before I sacrifice you to the flipping 9 hells.
They kind of come front and center. They're kind of like, they look a little nervous.
That as well. I tell them, why are they just strutting around in this town being lazy?
The master told us to patrol. So we
Yes,
patrol.
well now the master is telling you to beat it.
You're not the master.
I serve the master.
Well, yes, you serve the master, but do you have orders?
These are direct orders from the master. Now beat it before I get the master to come here before you.
They kind of look at each other and they shrug and they go, okay. And so you just tell them to scatter off?
Yeah, just scatter. Scat.
Skedaddle.
Yeah.
Beat it! Just beat it! Don't
Then once it's safe, I kind of wave down the party, and I toss Zarvok his rod back.
William, you sound just like Eeyore. Okay,
Huh?
I'll do it. Get on the bike. Alright. Oh no, goblins. I cast fire. he sounds like one of those aliens from Mass Effect, the guys on 4 legs. I can't remember their name.
At least, I play a game
Oh, I have to talk
once.
about.
I play game on Wednesdays.
It's all right. I just want to make sure you guys are enjoying yourselves. Anyway, you get into the village, and it's pretty abandoned. You don't really see many people around. Well, of course, you're just in the center of town, so.
Yeah, is this robe large enough that I can put my armor on underneath it?
Yeah. It was made for a
Okay.
humanoid.
Yeah, okay. Is the mine somewhere nearby?
It looks like it's further past the main hut, like it's back in the mountainside, like going into the mountain.
Okay. I say we search these huts first, and then we go forward into towards the mine.
Okay.
So, a little side note here. You're not going to do this yet until next session, but that was originally meant to be a combat, but because you talked your way out of it, you guys still all get the experience for that. So,
Yay!
next session, you guys will be level 5.
Awesome!
Wait, what? I was playing a level 3 character right now.
I know
Yes,
next
we need
session
2
you will be
levels.
level 5.
Oh, fiction.
But either way, you guys search the huts. And yeah, you guys check the huts. You don't really find a whole lot. You find basic supplies, basic goblinoid weapons. You do find, if you guys search hard enough, you do find a stack of notes, like letters. And they appear to be letters that were addressed, or well, not addressed, but had the name Haverthorn in them.
Okay, can I read them, or are they in a different language?
Most of them are in common. Some of them are in undercommon and Drow, so you don't know.
I speak and read Undercommon.
Oh, you speak and read undercommon. I'll be
Yeah.
darned. Yeah, you can understand all of them except... Do you speak Draconic or Dwarven?
I speak both of those as well.
Okay, so you understand all the letters. Basically, some of them are just family letters. But these definitely look like some of the letters that they were talking about getting blocked.
Okay.
Most of them are just family letters, occasionally one or two about some military issues. But there is one in particular that strikes your fancy, and it's actually basically a letter for help, saying, "We're under attack, send reinforcements as soon as you can." And it is in, it's not actually in Undercommon, it's in, it's actually been very cleverly written, and you actually have to put a lot of thought and effort into it, because it's actually written in Undercommon, but the letters are Draconic.
Ooh.
So they literally try to do a double translation on it. It's written in the speak of, like, Undercommon, but the letters are Draconic. So it takes you a while, but you manage to decipher it. That's basically what it
Okay.
says.
Okay. Sweet. Wait, is it from the village, or is it from the mining operation?
It is from the village.
Huh. Okay.
That's odd. Wait, they wrote this letter themselves, and they never sent it, or was it like...
They wrote, well, what you heard from the people in the village was that they tried to send out some letters, and their crows were getting attacked.
By who?
They don't know. They assumed it was the orcs.
Yes, most likely it was these cultists, since we just found all the letters.
Well, they're probably dead anyway.
Yeah. Most likely. That was fun.
So, let's go kill some cultists,
Yeah.
I suppose.
Wait, you're wanting to go? What's the point if
Well-
everyone's dead? Like, if... Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
So, are we going to kill the cultists?
Let's talk to Darius about this. Because we were supposed to get her back anyway. So let's see what she wants to do. Because
Well, she's already said, like, she kind of looks around a bit, And she says, if these are the ones responsible for destroying the trade between Orin, then I suggest we try and take them out if there's not too many. There weren't that many hobgoblins, so this would be a nice moment to strike.
Well, yeah, not now, but Mickey just did send them back. So when we go over there, we're just going to face more than we were going to here.
She shrugs and she says, I'm with you. I'm with your group. I can't really do anything on my own now. I'd be outnumbered. We could head back to Haverthorn, but by the time we get back, who knows what kind of destruction they could have wrought here.
Yeah. And our job was to secure the trade route, so I guess we're killing cultists.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Very well.
that's next session then.
Mickey, well, there's something I want to do here before I end it.
Okay.
You see a man step out from one of from the big hut and come walking down the stairs towards you guys.
I throw an axe at him.
He,
Wow! Wow!
no. Yes, he is a drow dressed in robes of law.
Well, now I even have more reason to throw an axe at him.
Yeah, like, come on, we just do a shortcut and axe together. We should get like a bonus for that.
I guess we have two party members who are like of mind.
Okay, so are you going to throw an axe at him as he's coming down towards you guys?
Yeah, he scared us.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's a standard looking drow dressed in robes.
You should probably roll for that.
I'm getting to it. Hold on.
So robes, robes like the ones I'm wearing, or robes like... Well,
He's wearing a robe of the Spider Queen.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Oh, fuck that.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
Sorry,
rolling mine to hit. With mine to hit, it's 20 damage.
Okay.
19, sorry.
Well, no, what's your to hit? Okay, but he has a little nasty thing about him. And he can do this once per encounter since you guys have started the encounter. Suri, what are you throwing at him? A shuriken?
Yep.
He catches the shuriken. And he also catches the hatchet.
With a sneak attack?
Yep.
This is bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he catches them both. He catches them
Where's
both
the drow?
and he
Where's this fucking drow?
and he throws them down. And then he looks up at you all and kind of crosses his arms and he just kind of looks at you very nonchalantly. And then he kind of puts up his hand and waves his finger and he's like, "You really shouldn't have done that."
Hey, you buddy, fuck you. That's what I say.
God damn it, not again.
Well, he kind of looks at you, and he says, "Now, ladies and gentlemen, we don't need to fight, do we?"
You're a drow. What do you mean?
Well, it depends on where your allegiances lie.
My allegiances
Well,
lie.
You just came out, and secondly, you came out of the hut, scared shit out of us. You should have expected to get attacked.
He kind
What do
of
you
says,
want?
"I serve the Spider Queen in all her glory. Praise love."
Anyone else?
Fuck law.
he-
Fuck her right in the ear.
He kind of he looks over at Suri. He looks over at Suri and he
I'm
looks
just
a
looking
little.
at you like, whoa, that's a little
And he
rough.
and he doesn't look annoyed at all. He kind of opens his eyes a little bit wider and he says, "Clearly, you have not felt the Spider Queen's touch. You must be enlightened."
Oh, she would
I am
probably
not-
like that.
I am not into spiders. Bro.
Spider bro.
He
Spider-Man.
what is this
Bad
bro?
bro.
What is this bro you speak of? No. He kind of he chuckles a bit and he says, "Well, if you all wish to attack me and destroy my operation here, then I have no choice but to defend myself. This
Wait.
this
Time out,
operation is
time
for
out.
Lolf."
Time out. What operation? Are we talking money? Yeah, are we talking money involved here?
We are mining important goods for the Queen.
I
Oh,
walk
so he's
over
part
to
of. Oh, he's
We're
one of the
mining
cultists.
artifacts.
Wait. I walk up to him. I hold up my hand. I'm Suri. I think we can do business together.
Sorry.
Sorry.
He
I'm
kind of
sorry for my
Someone roll
misunderstanding.
the
roll me a bluff.
No. I'm being honest. If he's
Then roll me a diplomacy.
but my character are with diplomacy. Like
Roll me diplomacy.
I'm not helping you with this.
I'm telling the truth.
I'm not helping you with this.
It's still diplomacy because you came in, for all he knows, either killed or told your hobgoblins to scram. And he sees that Mickey is wearing a robe of one of his friends. Oh yeah, by the way, he knew that guy. So he looks at you, Sari. He looks back at Mickey. He looks at your group. And then he goes to shake your hand.
God damn it.
And then he throws you over his shoulder.
Yeah.
I
Thought that would
want to do a.
This-
It,
This is going to be.
First of all, can I?
Shh. This is happening first. This is going to be versus your fortitude, Sari.
Alright, well, if he hits me, I'm going to Infernal Wrath him.
Either way, that gets you.
Wait, 12 against my what?
Fortitude.
Fortitude? I don't think he beats my... Yeah, my Fortitude is 13. We fail.
Oh, it is?
It's okay. 13 is my Fortitude.
Well, he's going to spend his point. There we go.
Oh, geez.
What did you say? Really?
And he's going to
really
throw
wanna
you
do the kill.
over here.
Can I get, like... Can I spend my point to do something in return to, like, stop that?
Nope.
No.
And he's
Really?
hold on. This is what's happening. He's throwing you over his shoulder and slamming you into the ground for 22 damage.
He burned.
I thought that might happen.
And
Yeah.
so, how much Infernal Wrath does he take?
Well, because the way my character go, he only takes
I've got it right here.
a 1d6 plus my intelligence or charisma modifier.
Okay, so it's, let's see. So
1d6 plus
1d6 plus 1. Still some. So he will take 6 damage.
and then I'm gonna spend my action point and throw a shuriken at his ass when I'm on the ground.
Okay.
From point blank.
Since we're not going to do this combat tonight, I'll go ahead and let you do that.
Do what?
Throw a shuriken.
Oh, sweet. Well, actually, hold on 1 second. Let me read my powers.
Well, you'd use a clever strike, or
Well, isn't there something where I can like hit him
it's
and move
a
away?
riposte pike, but it was a grapple and a throw, so that doesn't work. But you can use darting strike, where when you hit, you
Yes,
can shift 2
okay.
squares to the enemy and make the following attack. So you can shift 2 squares and do that
Right.
attack.
But can I hit him then shift 2 squares?
Let me see. No, you just shift 2 squares towards him, and you can make the attack with combat advantage. Meaning you get your sneak attack and a +2. Yes, I know. A lot of the enemies you'll fight from now on will be pretty dicky dick bags, but just bear with me, guys.
It's a good thing I have at most a +17 to charisma, or else you'd all be dead by now.
Well, no, you would have fought the goblins, and then he would have come out, and then it would have been like, haha,
What about repositive strike?
riposte strike.
Do we
Yeah.
ever
Riposte strike
roll
is when you are hit. No, we're not going to do initiative since it's getting close to the end, and this combat would clearly take longer than we've got. No, riposte strike. What that is when an enemy attacks you. If the target attacks you before the start of your next turn, you can make the riposte against the target as an immediate interrupt. In other words, if a guy comes up and melees you, then you can immediately.
Wait. So So I could have done that when he went to go throw me.
That was a grapple, so no, it was just a simple check. And he threw you, but if he does the attack like on you now before the end of your next turn, then yes, you'd be able to hit him with that.
Alright, so...
And it has to be melee, though, too. So,
Alright, so I do that attack now, and then when he goes to hit me again, I hit him.
no, what you can do is you can actually combine it. You can do, darting strike,
Yeah.
and, that'll shift you to, and then you attack him with combat advantage. And then if he hits you back later this turn, before the end of your next turn, then yes, you can use riposte strike on him, too. Basically, what it's designed as an immediate interrupt when you're attacked.
Okay, then yeah, I'll do that.
Well, anyway, the session's going to end here, but he's going to take off his robes of Lolth and fold them up nicely in a snow pile next to him, and you see him wearing monk garments. And he takes
And he's ripped as fuck.
and he takes actually no, he's actually fairly skinny, and he takes a combat stance. And he puts his hand up at Suri, and he moves his hand in like, come here. He does the Matrix thing where he's like, come on, bring it on.
We could have been business partners.
Okay, and before the session ends, can I make a diplomacy check to try to end this?
He's got a plus 20 now, but you can go ahead and try.
Okay.
Because he's got it's plus 10 for each hostile, and there's multiple hostiles, so that adds on to it.
Yeah. I'm going... Well, fuck.
Hey, is everyone gonna fucking back me up on this, or what?
Oh, there's probably I guarantee there's going to be combat. It's just that, we're getting close to the end here. Because most of you guys want to leave at 8, and we've only got about 20 minutes, so...
Yeah, well, I
both
understand.
those things.
Okay.
I'm gonna take 37.
He botched and he beat you. So he kind of looks at you, and he's standing in the combat stance, and he looks at you with kind of a confused face, and he goes, "No."
Why can't we be friends? I wish to help you in your endeavors.
So this is how your guys' campaign has gone. The Drow that wants to talk and have a good friendly time, you attack and try and murder. The Drow that clearly has bloodlust in his eyes, you guys try and talk down.
Look. As a DM, you should know that we're here to kill Drow. If you throw anything Drow, we're probably going to try to stab it.
I know, and I'm throwing a Drow at you now, and you're like, no, let's be friends.
Well, I mean, I wanted to
You're
talk to him
You're being
first.
very flip-floppy with your association with
Okay,
Well-
let me be honest here. He has coins. My character wants coins. What's tons and tons of coins. If my character has to work with a lonely Drow, then so be it.
Well,
As long as my character...
to be fair, he's wearing the same robes of the monks you've been fighting. He clearly is doing malicious things in this village. So even if you guys somehow manage to, work with him, Daria and Norm and probably even Devor would be like bullshit.
Yeah, and once I learned more about him, I would probably attack him.
Not to mention, he has seen Mickey wearing the robes of his friend, who he now assumes is dead.
Right, but that's
Which
not
he is.
my fault. Like, I didn't do that.
True.
But yeah, Dad, too, sure.
Yeah, you did.
But you know what? You're with the group, and he's
He
going to
doesn't know.
associate you. Because this guy
Yeah,
doesn't
well,
really care.
Yeah, but in defense, though, despite how strong he is, if he sees... How many people we got in our party right now?
7.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people, 7 including me. If he sees 7 people coming at him, and one of them is like, hey, let's work together, don't you think he would at least be like, oh, hey, yeah, sure, but you gotta help me kill your friends.
He is...
And then he kills me after I kill them.
Yeah.
Wouldn't he at least do that?
Well, the thing is,
Forget
he's...
that Drow are cocky. Are cocky assholes.
Wait, you can just, attack
So
him?
am I.
Shh. Well, Yeah, it's hold on. We're
I-
not like I said. We're not going to do the combat this session just because it would take too long.
Yeah.
But yes, you can attack him because I assume everyone's just going to roll initiative and go for it. I assume Devora, the moment he attacks Sari, would immediately start going for him.
I want no diplomacy check. I want to be his friend.
Doesn't he have like a
Plus 40
over diplomacy?
He rolled a critical fail, and I didn't beat him.
Okay, Sari, beat a 46.
Okay.
There's no fucking way.
Yeah, I like how he says it with a lot of confidence. Like, yeah, that's easy. It's fine.
Not only that, like in terms of his cockiness, he is literally
Shit, really?
he yeah. Even with 3 dice, you fail. Shut up and die. The thing is, after Mickey and you guys see this, after that little bout with Sari where he kind of throws her, you did see him literally take off his robe very slowly and politely, fold it up, set it aside, take a fighting stance, and do the whole come here thing. And he is clearly very confident that he can take on all 7 of you.
Instead of hitting him, I'm gonna rip off his clothes.
Getting kinky.
You know what? I'm just gonna. Okay, you know what? The session is over. Thank you for playing.
Session's over.
You guys are all level 5 for this fight,
Yay!
and
Yes, I get a power.
you
I get
guys
the power I need.
you guys did very good. I'm going to ignore everything Sari says because it's just BS at this point. You guys. So out of the 2 combats that supposedly would happen, that would be enough to get you guys to 5. And yes, you are 5 thanks to Mickey talking the goblins down. You did get the experience for that fight.
Welcome.
You will. The next session we do next Wednesday. We're just going to immediately start off with this fight so we can get the story pushing on forward. Like I said, I would do this fight, but I know that some of you leave at 8, so I don't want to keep you guys up too late. So, plus I got to go do stuff myself. So.
Okay.
I really need to be friends with this guy.
Yeah, I kind of want to put this shit down too, just to get it over with. Is it going to take that long?
It will take a little bit if you guys really wanted to do it right now. I mean, you guys did level to level 5, so you've got some level 5 stuff. So I'd hate to have you guys fight under level.
Yeah. So let's wait until next time.
I need to figure a way to befriend this guy. But how?
We will wait until next week.
He's gonna do the Pai Mei thing from Kill Bill. From there, you can get a great view of my foot.
Okay, bye.
Can your rogue daggers match my eagle's claw? Adios. Thank you everyone for playing.
Thanks, Brandon.
And I hope you guys are enjoying it because I
am. I totally am.
Because it seems like you guys are doing a good job. Yeah, you guys killed a necromancer and all of his worms, and you would have fought hobgoblins, but you managed to talk him down. Yeah, he was a necromancer.
I love my character. I just love him.
And you guys figured out you guys found you guys also found Daria, and you guys found some secrets that are going on in the north here. So you guys definitely did a lot tonight.
And I made a new friend.
Yep.
You wish.
Made a new friend with
And
a
we may also find some artifacts in the mine.
Let's stop.